Hello everyone, Monty here. Today we are back to like last call. This is a new version, which is kind of like a remaster or remake of it. Remember, this is a game made by Monty or like Deepseahorror, I think. I don't remember the actual creator name, but I mean, I could restart it again and see if you want to see it. I guess here it is. Did you make a yeah, Dipsy something? Not to be confused with another DS. But so yeah, remember this is for just the shared premise. This is like uh, two guys met at a bar. That's all basic about it, and then everything goes wrong here. Goes horror and things. Yeah. So for a pressure, I'm also going to lower a little bit further because I think it's still not down. Anyway, without further ado, let's start the game. If I remember correctly, it is about like yeah, the grandpa and has like some they've been holding like some curse box, so just for like a recap a little bit or something like that. The grandpa has always been rather eccentric, put it like that. He was a good man, kind, generous, well liked by pretty much everyone who knew him. He was a model citizen who is always happy to lend a helping hand, but he always had a particular obsession, what he called strange. For as long as you have known him, your grandpa has this particular accessory with him. Never left home without it. When you were 12 years old, you finally asked him what it was. It's a dowsing pendulum. It's a dowsing pendulum, he said, with a fun smile. Do you know what dowsing is? For detecting treasure? Not really. Usually when people say they're dowsing for water or precious metals. But I'm looking for something much more interesting. I'm looking for the strange. Interesting. This looks like a pretty different starting thing. I may need to rewatch my playthrough of this one though. The strange, like ghosts. Sometimes it's ghosts, sometimes it's even stranger. Sometimes it's a literal stranger that we find along the way. Get die we get die from it. Do you believe in strange things, villain? It's alright if you don't. I'm just asking. Well, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before. But now I'm curious. Can I see them? Haha, that's my boy. Tell you what you want. And your old Gramps isn't around anymore. I'll pass this pendulum on to you if you promise to take good care of it. Okay. This is my most prized possession, and I hate to see it forgotten and abandoned. Honestly, it looked cool. That was the only reason for your answer that day. I'd love to have it, Grandpa. Then it will be yours, he said. One day. My grandpa never brought it up again after that. Life went on, and as he grew older, he forgot about that promise. But your grandpa never did. Sunshine, mister. What? Still alive, that's good. I'm sorry. I guess I fell asleep. It's alright. You look like you need it. You look like you needed it. Anyways, here. Enjoy. I, I don't remember ordering a drink. Did I? Don't worry about it, man. It's at the house. Consider it my polite way of kicking you out. And I suppose, as thanks for technically keeping me company my whole shift. I can't imagine I was good company. It's good enough for me. I don't mind doing night shifts. When I'm the only one here, it's a little creepy. You heard of Palemoon City's reputation, right? Still remember us just as it is. A lot of supernatural things going on. I've certainly heard the rumors. Are they true? You can't really say. But still, I wasn't even supposed to be alone, actually. The other two just didn't show up. Seriously, that's annoying. Sure is. But I expected it. None of it matters, I guess, since it's been a pretty slow night. Not exactly breaking my back here. Still, would have been nice having someone to talk to. Oh, but enough about me. You're the customer here. I should be listening to your ramble, not the other way around. Like in Craft Dreamland. Like, the same game. So, what's going on with you, man? Long day? Pretty much. I just moved here, actually, to Palin City. It was a long, exhausting drive. I was originally just going to sleep as soon as I got to my new house, but I couldn't. So you slept here instead? I hope you like the city. I'm actually somewhat new around here myself. And yep, I'm going to do like one bad ending here right now, I think. So, I've spent past few years just moving around from place to place. Came to Palemon a few months ago. I like it here a lot. That's great. I hope I will too. I'm sure you will. Why did you move here anyway, if you don't mind me asking? My grandpa used to live here. No, he passed away some time ago. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, it's been a long, long time since I visited him in the city. He usually came to us instead. I remember coming here over the summer when I was younger. I remember having a great time. When my grandpa died, he left his house to my siblings and I. For a while, it's just been sitting here empty. Since we all had our things going on back. But now, interesting. So, case, I needed a change of scenery. So I still remember it's like exactly the same thing. A little bit. I needed a change of scenery. Maybe I'm just chasing my own nostalgia. But the memory of that old house, and especially of how happy my grandpa was, it appealed to me. And now I'm here. Which I think like also owned by the grandpa and they're doing something here. Of course, that's all I could say about it. I'm aware that it sounds ridiculous. It's embarrassing, but that's how I feel. Nothing to be embarrassed about. I think it's sweet of you to remember your late grandpa in this way. And maybe it is just nostalgia. So what? If you think it's right for you, then do it. And if it isn't, well, you can try again. Another day, another place. Sorry, I'm sure you've got better things to do than than listen to some random giving you unsolicited advice. I'm going to start closing up, if that's alright with you. I'm going to start closing up. Hang on, I'm hearing it a little bit. I'm going to start closing up, if that's alright with you. Ah, wait, what time is it? It's almost 2. Crap, seriously? Sorry, I shouldn't have stayed so long. No worries. I would have had to stay until closing whether you were here or not anyway. And like I said, we appreciated the company. In that case, I should get going now. Will you be alright, guy? Will you be alright getting home by yourself? I could call a cab if you'd like. No, it's alright. I walk here. It's not that far. And, thanks for the drink and for listening to me ramble. No problem, man. I'm going to get started on my chores now. You can leave as soon as you finish your drink. And I'll save, alright? Maybe visit again if you're so inclined. Yeah, thanks. I'll be going now. There's a pen to do. Triple that question mark. What is this thing? Looks kinda cool. The customer must have dropped it before he left. Should I take it home with me? I'll get my stuff first, then I'll think about it. So this is Jean. Yep, that's still the thing, I think. Just to be safe though. So, I'll leave it on the counter so he'll see it if he happens. See it if he happens to come back. Alright. All I gotta do is lock the door and I can go home too. I left the key with the rest of my stuff. With the rest of my stuff upstairs. Oh wow, that dash is fast. I think it's one with the password. The kitchen is back there. Kitchen is back there. You don't need to be in there. Wow, surprisingly good stuff. Same thing. The remote was lost some time ago. So this TV hasn't been turned on. The remote was lost some time ago. So this TV hasn't been turned on. Alright. A pretty cool looking accessory. If that guy doesn't come back, you'll take it home with you. A plastic plant. Adds some color to the room, doesn't it? Locked. Locked. You've already emptied your trash can. The wallpaper is peeling. You kinda wanna peel it more. But you probably shouldn't make this place look worse than that it already is. It's extremely tempting though. The peel beckons. Alright. I think forward is just like the door, by the way, that with the password though. You can't leave yet. Already empty the trash can. Alright. This door leads to the alleyway outside. You have no reason to go out there right now. No reason for you to be down there. Yep. This is where the curse box is or something. What? Why is my locker open? No way. All my stuff is gone. I was just about to go home. And when I'm the only one here too. Even the key is gone. Now what? Okay. Who is blowing up my phone right now? Oh, who am I kidding? I already know. I already know it's Harvey. No one understands how insane that show is. Nobody but me. A main character straight up died and is heavily implied to have reincarnated into that. Heavily implied to have reincarnated into an already adult dog in the following episode. Sure. And I can't stress this enough. This is from the normal season, not Nights. I should also mention that the reincarnated sister dog only appeared in that one episode. So maybe Carolyn sent it to the farm to be rid of her sister once and for all. We can circle back. We can circle back to that later. It happened again, Harley. And it's my whole locker this time. For real? That sucks, man. Marbles didn't help then. Guess not. Why do you lose this time? My makeup bag for one. Which sucks, but I can live with that, I guess. It's my notebook that I'm really upset about. I should also mention that I'm the only one in the building, so yeah, definitely not a thief. Definitely not a thief. Human thief, I mean. Oh, that's great. That's great. Not your stuff getting stolen. That super sucks. But you know. Think you're out for some snooping. Snooping as usual, I see. I don't know, man. It's extremely late. Not for you, I'm aware. But I'm exhausted. I'm just worried about leaving because the keys are also missing and I can't lock up. Does your boss have any extra keys later? I'm not sure actually. I guess there is no harm in snooping around his office, right? Attaboy. If you see anything spooky, let me know. Good luck. Alright, let's see if Frank has anything in his office. Let's see if there's anything. Nope. Alright. Your locker is empty. It shouldn't be. A list of missing items, including some of yours. As far as you know, none of them have ever been found. I guess I have a few new things to add to the list. Newest issue of the Pale Moon City Chronicle, favorite magazine. The issue's featured mystery is Pale Moon City's very own no face kit. It's either a ghost or a cryptid depending. Or a cryptid. Cryptid. There you go. Depending on who you ask. Relatively harmless. So known to give children who see them terrible nightmares. They appear known to appear in said nightmares. Sightings have been reported since as early as 1940. Strangely, the more recent sighting says that she's seen carrying a cat, which isn't true for her earlier appearances. To you, that sounds adorable. Okay. Anything else? It's good to stay hydrated. True, I guess. Anything else? Yeah. Anything else? Alright. Sure. Step off this office. It's a safe. I wonder what's in there. Would Frank keep extra keys in there? If I could guess the password, I could check it out. Enter code, I don't think the code is here. It's an old looking phone. Does it look like it's gotten much use? It's a mini fridge. Imagine that old Frank has this stuff to bursting with more alcohol than you and your fellow employees serve in a day. It's the boss's desk. Maybe there's something in the drawer. You unfortunately don't find a key, but A somewhat old picture of a little girl. Seems like her birthday, 1702. Okay. Huh. This must be the boss's daughter. Seems like the kind of picture you put out on the desk. I wonder why he had it show in the back of the drawer. Alright, another code. Oh, it's a one. Okay. It looks like two. I'm sorry. There we go. Well, that question mark. A piece of paper. Most of its contents are typed out, but some parts have been filled with pen. Right? It's just a piece of paper. Insisting. Shall you empower you? Ailment City's House of Curious. Okay, I do remember that. Product buyer Frank Diedrich. Yep, I remember that name. Product sold Cordelia's chest. That's the same thing. That's the cursed thing. I, Frank Diedrich, hereby agree to the purchase of Cordelia's chest, valued at $14,000. By signing this contract, I agree to alter all the terms and conditions listed below. I understand that failure to comply with the rules, given can result in rescinded ownership and the repossession of the product by Xiaoyue Emporium. Purchases are final and cannot be refunded, even in the case of even in the case of repossession. Rules: the chest must not be opened by anyone other than the listed buyer. Be opened by anyone other than the listed buyer. Chest must not be damaged, destroyed, or abandoned. By purchasing this curio, you agree to take utmost care of it. Notes: Cordelia's chest is a curio with the ability to attract valuable items into itself. How often she does this is entirely up to her. Though she is usually quite active. We'll know when Cordelia's chest is full if all her eyes are closed. Whatever the buyer does with the items that Cordelia takes is up to them. Cordelia's chest requires three keys to open. Please note that these keys cannot be replaced or replicated. Any flaws will be considered as though you have damaged the product. Okay. The Xiaoyu Emporium is not responsible for any misfortunes and unwanted scenarios related to the misuse of the product and or disregarding of the disregarding of the given rules. By Evelyn Fort Moon Xiaoyu Emporium. Xiaoyu Emporium, the Fort Moon. What an odd thing. Maybe Harley's moon theory meant something after all. Without thinking, you slip the contract into your pocket. Receive contract. What's that piece of lore, by the way? On the original game, by the way. Did the phone is ringing? No way. That's Frank, though, I'm here. I don't have to answer it. If he does see me right now, he'll probably look a whole lot more suspicious if I don't answer the phone. Ah, hell. This night is going to end on a terrible note. I just know it. Hello. Oh, hello. Guess who? Question mark exclamation point. Uh, uh, you bastard. I should have killed you when I had the chance. You had the same idea. Guess we're perfect for each other after all. The voice on the other line is of a woman you don't recognize. You can hear the sound of splashing water in the background. Interesting. Ugh. Hey, hold on a sec. Hold on just a second. I'm not the one you're looking for. Everything hurts. So dark down here. I'm so lonely. So this was more like a memory lapse, I guess. Or replay. So dark down here. I'm so lonely. Probably like the person who was trapped there. Still remember it? Aren't you supposed to be my husband? Yep. Shouldn't you keep me company? I'm still down here, right where you left me. I'm waiting. Won't you won't you join me? It's gonna be our new home. Just the two of us. We'll rot together as man and wife. Let's go silent. Okay. Ah, damn it. Now I really want to know what's going on. The contract. Contract address is to Frank Diedrich. Yeah, important. We can check it again. I'm just gonna skip this. Alright, there we go. Okay, nothing else here. A mini fridge. Who could that be? And who were they actually trying to call? Perhaps that belligerent boss of yours is worse than you initially thought. There's nothing else in the safe. There's nothing else in there. Alright. Hey, kid. Well, that question mark. No way. Hmm. Eek! Who are you? Who are you? I should be the one asking you that question. I should be the one asking you that question. My name is John. John Lee. You're that kid from that. You're that kid from from the polo. Frank Sutter, right? You know my dad. He's my boss. Unfortunately. What's your name, kid? Christy. That's a lovely name. That's a lovely name. Nice to meet you, Christy. Were you the one who opened my Were you the one who opened my locker? No. Really? And how did you find my makeup bag? I just found it. I picked it up. Triple lots. Wait, this is yours. You're a boy. Yes, I am. Can I have that backpack? Bag back, please. But I want it. My aunt does makeup stuff for work. He said it's fun. Is it fun? I think it's very fun. It's my money like nothing else. But sacrifices need to be made. Hey, if you want, you can keep that lipstick you're holding. Don't worry, it's stunning. I was saving it for a special occasion, but I don't think I have any coming up. So why don't you have it instead? Uh, really? Really? I like the rest of my stuff back. I can really keep this one. Are you sure? Yeah. Fortunately, they're also dead. Spoilers. Okay, here's your bag back. Thank you. What were you doing here anyway, Christy? Retelling for you to be wandering around by yourself. Huh? What do you mean? What time is it? It's past 2 a.m. by this point. Huh? Already? Dad is coming back soon. Christy, are you alright? I, what was I doing again? You were drowned in that box, by the way. I was going to like have a walk in the park, I guess. My mom, she's downstairs. I have to help her. Yep, there's blood as well. I didn't even notice. Christy, wait. It's here. Okay. Go down. Let's save here anyways. Start leads to the alleyway outside. You have no reason to go out there, right? Can't leave yet. Come on. This could be just another end. No need to be in there. Probably for the other one, you will be asked for the code, I guess. But you have gone down there. Go down. No. Is there anything else we can check first? Locked. Locked, okay. Okay. Oh well. Let's go down again. Sure. There you are. Gene. Or John. I'm not sure which one. Just tell me what's going on, Chrissy. It's okay. Triple nuts. It's my mom. She's down here, I think. I don't know what's going on. I know my mom is in trouble, and I have to save her. But I don't know what to do. And my memory is I can't. I can't. I'm so useless. Oh, Christy. Are you scared? Triple nuts. Yes. I will go with you. Idea. If we go together, it won't be as scary. Is that alright with you? Okay. Thank you. It is a little bit extended. As far as I remember, it's just like it just skipped to like the basement. I'm unsure, but again, I need to recheck again a while later. This is so stupid. It's probably too late to go back, but I can't rest. I can't rest until I find that pendulum again. God, Walan, you idiot. Okay, so this is a little bit extended now. I don't think I remember this one. Montmartre is still open, but you have no reason to be in there. The tired-looking cashier spots you. You should leave before you make her uncomfortable. Interesting. Fresh you look, same great flavor. Nothing more refreshing than Luna Cola. Okay. Remember Luna Cola? It's a rare drink everywhere else, but it's of course common here in its home city. Your brother says it tastes weird. It tastes weird, but your sister say it's better than regular Coke. Personally, you can taste the difference. And it's Coke. It's Coke. The bookworm. A bookstore. It's already closed. There's a big window to the side, but it's too dark for you to see anything. You find yourself wondering if any of his books are sold here. Not really sure what this store is. Regardless, it's closed. That's the bar. Deep Sea. A passionate declaration indeed. I hate conflict. It smells rotten. The moon is fake. Conspiracy theory, perhaps. Conspiracy theory nonsense, perhaps. A beat up looking window. It's rusted into the place, but seems brittle. But seems pretty brittle. Pretty brittle. Okay. Else here? Making sure. I wonder if that's the door that we need to open. You should really be using the front entrance. Is there anything else? It's still open. I could just walk in. Might be awkward, having to explain myself to the bartender, but whatever. Hello? He's not here. This has to code down, the door's locked. Nope. Locked. Trash is empty, just like here. The plant, it's plastic. This isn't the time to be watching TV. Some models, nothing to see here. Probably the cashier. Nope. Thank God, it's still here. We got the pendulum. Well, better get home, I guess. For real this time. Triple dots. Triple dots. It's awfully quiet. Huh. Where did that guy go? He didn't forget to lock the door, did he? Well, whatever. I need to get some sleep. Let's just do this one first. Triple dots. It's been almost an hour since you left the first time. Why was the door still open? Is that guy still here? I'm probably just overthinking it. Go home. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Probably just being paranoid, but I should look around to see. Paranoid, but I should look around to see if that guy's alright. I remember what we saved. Never mind. Okay. So if I select no, let's continue. Let's just do this first. Yes. It's been a long night. I should really get going. You decided to go back home. Despite your exhaustion, you couldn't sleep at all that night. You were tossing and turning well into the morning hours. Even then, sleep would not come to you. The next few nights were much the same. You ended up having to buy sleeping pills just to get some shut eye. About a week later, you started thinking about that bartender again. The stranger who was kind enough to listen to your ramble and offered you some words of encouragement. You don't even know his name. After another miserable night, you decided to go back for another visit, but you never saw him again. No one will ever see him again. Ending misconnections. Okay, there we go. That's the bad ending that I said before. Just by leaving immediately. Very easy one. Blood? Is that Chris's blood? Okay. That's connected there. Check around here. What's this doing on the floor? It's a notebook with a black cat on the cover. You took the notebook. Hey, it's Nat's diary from Drawing with Nat. My dream diary with Nat. I'm not sure if I remember the title. We flipped through the book. All of it seems to be sticky notes for reminders. Numbers, addresses, appointments, and ideas are all written down. The other half seems to be someone's journal. Probably that bartender's. When I first started working here, employees who had been working here for a while pulled me aside to warn me of two things. Firstly, avoid getting on the boss's bad side at all costs. He's apparently a violent and confrontational. Apparently violent and confrontational. Okay. Didn't take me long to see that. Didn't take me long to see proof of that. The proof of that. By my third night, I already saw him threaten to beat up a customer. I genuinely don't know how this place is still in business. Actually, now that I think about it, Frank seems to be doing pretty damn good for himself. The bar is falling apart at the seams, but he's driving a luxury car. I don't know a single thing about cars, but I could tell. Those 46 cars, though. Flood control. Not just kidding. The moment I saw it, it was expensive as hell. I guess he must be doing something, right? I asked my other coworkers about it, and they don't know either. They have their guesses, but who knows? Oh, the second thing they warned me about. Stuff seems to go missing around here lately. Not a trace. He told me to keep my super expensive stuff in my pocket at all times. But even that might not be enough. Because some people have reported having stuff in their literal hands just vanish the moment you're not looking at it. It's definitely bizarre. Sounds almost like a toy old, doesn't it? Are there any toils in America? Interesting. Unknown date again? Well, it finally happened. My eyeliner and earphones went missing. Both were in my locker too. I added them to the whiteboard, so I kinda doubt I'd ever find them again. I wonder if Frank owns a toil. He seems to have a lot of money for someone who kinda sucks at running a business. So maybe. According to my coworker, he didn't start rich and was actually struggling for a while. The guy who has been here the longest said that the switch was. Let me try. The guy who has been here the longest said that the switch was steer instant, and he thought that Frank had won the lottery or something. That would be crazy. You know? He also mentioned that things started going missing around the bar at about the same time as Frank's behavior went from bad to worse. Still, we're all just dealing with it because he pays over double the minimum wage. Now that I know more about him, I'm genuinely shocked he's willing to pay us that much. But maybe he's aware of how awful he is as a boss. And needs to pay that much just to keep staff around at all. I'm sure the moment that pay sees as say pay sees even a slight decrease, we're out of here. I know I would be envy. Oh yeah, I was hanging out at Hardy's Cafe and I ended up asking him if there were any toils in America. He's never heard of them before, so probably not. It's probably not a toil. But just in case, I'll see. But just in case, I'll see if I can find some marbles to stuff into my lockers as a decoy. I told Harley I was going to do this, and he seemed pretty amused by it. Unknown date again. Frank's attitude has gotten worse. Somehow, we don't see him much anymore. When we do, he's in a really foul mood. He's in a really foul mood. Really beat up Tyler yesterday for no reason. Wonder if he did win the lottery at some point. A real big jackpot, but that money has since run out. Wouldn't put it past him. Either way, he's scaring me. I feel like at this point, quitting would be the smart. But when have I ever made smart decisions? And anyway, despite everything, my pay has always been on time, and I like paying it. Wait, no, I don't. I just like having a roof over my head. Paying rent sucks actually. True. Just kidding. Don't date again? What is going on in Frank's personal life? This well-dressed lady with red hair came in today and pretty much marched straight into his office. Me and Danny kinda just stared at each other a while. The muffled sounds of Frank and this woman screaming at each other played in the background. We still have no idea what the argument was about. Likely about the box that was throwing in its life or the chest. I'm not sure how long she stuck around, but eventually she marched back down, with Frank close behind her, still screaming about something or another. When she was out the door, started screaming at us instead. Very unpleasant. I tried to find out who that woman was. I thought maybe it was his wife. They were having marital issues. But Joe said that his wife had actually run off with her daughter. So it probably wasn't her. Probably. I see. But whatever the case, Frank's mood is tanking more and more every day. I keep thinking it couldn't possibly get worse, and I continue to be proven wrong. That was the most recent entry. Wait. Bits of papers are sticking to the notebook strings. It seems like a page has been ripped out. Stim. Better that finds strange things. A red notebook with a black dot on the cover. The locker is open. Aside from the sticky notes, there's nothing inside. Missing is scrolled at the top, followed by a list of items and names. The premium, it's an issue of Premium City Chronicles. Looks pretty new. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Okay. Premium City Chronicles is a horror focus magazine. Focus magazine. My grandpa was a big fan of it, unsurprisingly. You might find a stack of these once you finally get around to tidying up the house. Okay. There's an article about the supposed Dovey skin, but you don't have the time to read right now. Read that right now. Same thing. It's good to stay hydrated. It's good to stay hydrated. Alright. Really nothing else there. It's a safe. You don't have a reason to bother with it. A mini fridge looks new. An old phone. Been a while since you've seen one of these. The cord has been disconnected, lying uselessly behind the phone. It's so dusty. You guess it was probably disconnected a while ago and has been unused since. Interesting. What was that? It felt like a jolt of electricity running up your spine. A feeling of dread washes over you. There's something strange about this phone. Reconnect the cord. Yes. That startled me. What the hell could be going? Good evening, Mr. Good evening, Mr. Diedrich. How kind of you to finally answer your phone. I'm sure I don't have to tell you who this is. I've been trying to call you about the curio you have purchased from us. Is it possible for me to schedule a visit? I have reason to believe you. If it, I have reason to believe you haven't been taking the best care of our dear Cordelia. What the hell is a curio? Sorry, but you got the wrong guy. Well, is that right? May I ask who is speaking? I'm just some guy who happened to who happened to be here. I'm not an employee or anything like that. Sorry, who is this? If you are unaffiliated with Mr. Diedrich, what are you doing in his office? I was just looking for someone. There's blood on the ground and I can't find any trace of him. Do you have something to do with this? I see. You seem to be facing an unusual predicament. Am I correct? Triple dots? I will take your silence as a confirmation. No, I don't have anything to do with your friend's disappearance. Usually that wouldn't be any of my concern. But I do have a feeling I know where exactly he is. Listen up. There is an ornate chest somewhere in in the property. If we can find a way to open it, then I will be able to take it from you. I'd rather not let Mr. Diedrich continue to mistreat her. I'm sure that will dispel the strange event you found yourself in right now. Having to rely on outside on out, Having to rely on outside intervention is embarrassing, but I am quite desperate at this point. How is that supposed to? A word of warning, sir. You have until the break of dawn to do whatever it is you need to do to get that chest open. I suppose I can force you to help me, but this is your best bet if you're so determined to find that man you speak of. I'm counting on you. Hey, wait. Triple dots. The line falls completely silent. What the hell was that? Grandpa, is this the strange you were so obsessed with? How many saves do we have? A lot. So, oh, this is a pretty old desk. This stuff was built to last. Breaks your heart a little to see it covered in cigarette ash and beer stains. You would have treated it. You would have treated it much better. One of the drawers was left slightly ajar. It's like a birthday party. All right. Anything else? It's completely silent. Completely silent. Where? Mom. Mom is missing. It was boy in blue, and now the boy in red. They're all gone. Something here. It's a page from someone's diary. The handwriting is identical to the one in the red notebook. This must be the missing page. XX. My coworkers were hiding something from me, it seems. I've spent the past week running around collecting gossip because I was just so curious about that woman. I still have no clue who she is, but what I actually found was way more troubling. Eddie Morton. He worked here for a while. One night, he vanished into thin air. It was during the closing shift, but he wasn't alone. No one saw where he went. I confronted my coworkers about it, and they said they didn't want to scare him. They didn't want to scare me off. You know, I was wondering why I kept getting settled with the closing shift. Well, whatever. I've been through worse. Still, what happened to Eddie was a tragedy. I wonder if his disappearance and the missing staff are related. So far, he's the only person who has ever gone missing in this place, but that doesn't offer much comfort for the rest of us. When things go missing here, do they vanish or were they taken? And whichever one it is, did the same thing happen to Eddie? We've been going over our schedule for this month. My coworkers seemed terrified of one night in particular. I decided to bite the bullet and volunteer myself for that shift. Still, two other people had to be assigned with me. Apparently, there's going to be a full moon that night. Eddie disappeared during a full moon too. It seems the others believe there is a correlation. Harley agrees. He's always believed that the phases of the moon have an effect on the paranormal activity around the city. I don't know if I believe that though. I see ghosts regardless of what phase the moon is in. I know this is the Pale Moon City. This is Pale Moon City, but I don't think the moon is that important. Or maybe it is. Who's to say? Take the missing page. With a question mark. You feel something sticky on the back of the page. Don't go down. It's written in crayon. No wait, it's lipstick. Well, I appreciate the clue at least. A turn up page from a notebook. Someone wrote "Don't go down" on the back of it. A notebook with a back bed on the top of it. Oh god. It's gonna save you then. Interesting. More blood. Thing here though. Let me check the outside of these. Alright. You have to go down here though. Important, no entry. Employees found breaking this rule will be fired immediately. No, thank you. We will go. Just like how we did this last time, we will enter this. A badly rusted door. Strange, it won't open. It's not locked. Something is holding it shut. Of course. Should have known it wouldn't be that easy. Could be there another could there be another way in? Check that. So I think last time we were able to get in there. So this time, probably the window. A beat up looking window. It's rusted into place, but seems pretty brittle. It's going to be an uncomfortable squeeze, but I could probably get in through it. Let me just I hit my head on the frame. It's just breaking and entering. What the hell am I? What the actual hell am I doing? A rack of wine. Half of it's missing. A dust-covered crate. You're not sure what's inside. So scattered pages litter the ground. It looks like it's been damaged by water. But you can just see about the you can just see about you can just about see petition for something at the top. Right? You should have look you should have a look around. You should have a look around. What's missing? Alright, here it is. A dusty wooden chest. Something is spilling out from the inside. Like a waterfall of ink. You think it's string. You hope it's string. Here it is. Ha! Your pendulum reacts violently. Violently, heating up like coal. The pain makes you recoil. This must be that stupid chess he was talking about. It feels. It's not just strange. It feels familiar. Touch the chess. No. We decided to leave it alone for now. Alright. Yes. Find yourself in an endless sea of darkness. You try to move, but you can't feel your body. A hand on your shoulder. Long hair tickles your face, and someone leans in close. You can't see her. She sees you just fine. You can't stand it anymore. Fear grips you. I can't stand it. God, please. I can't stand it. Let me go. She speaks, her voice soothing and elegant. Maddening, isn't it? Yet there is safety in this abyss. Nothing may touch you here, not even time, not even death. For the dead and dreaming, this darkness feels like home. And it's no place for the living. We are. Where am I? I just touched the chest and then Did something happen after that? My head feels like it's going to split open. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this strange stuff. It won't open. A wine rack. It's full. Just some random stuff. Some random stuff. A workbench. Reminds you of home. Go. A regular looking fridge. Plenty of kitchen clutter. You don't see anything of note though. Pots and pans hang over the sink. They seem old and well used. A gas stove. It's a little crusty. A small trash can. It's empty. There's a pair of scissors on the floor. Take it. Sure. Might as well. You take the scissors. Scissors. A simple pair of scissors. Take on the table. A cute painting of white flowers. Okay, so I might need to check the paintings again because I remember there are codes there. A back bookshelf. Mix up recipe books and magazines. It's locked. Jiggle jiggle. It's locked. A painting of pink flowers. So there are numbers on the flowers. That's 3 or 4 or 5. That's 1. Yellow. Pink has 2. It's not attached to anything. Cabinet is full of cleaning supplies. Their washing machine. There's nothing inside. It's a toilet. It's a toilet. 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 A back bookshelf. A lot of novels. Hopefully there's no Umineko there. Something. A back of bookshelf. Lots of art-related magazines. And a lot of interior design magazines. Okay. This one is art-related. Sewing for kids. A beginner's guide to stitches. Okay, that will be important later. There's 3 white flowers there. Nothing on the couches. Nothing here as well. Okay. There's that. It's locked. It's a computer, nothing too crazy. A back bookshelf. It's mostly textbooks for kids. Oh, well, you look at the time. Nothing. The door is locked. Okay, that looks like 4. I keep painting of blue flowers, so... white might be 3. Yeah, yellow 1, pink 2, blue 4. Okay. Take a quick peek inside the cabinet, but nothing really stands out. Regular looking shower. It's a toilet. Door's locked, okay. It's locked, okay. I think we have to go outside. What's that? Gravel road stretches on, disappearing into a sea of trees. I think we can go there yet. What's here? Nothing else here, okay. Someone's in the pool. Oh God. Hey, wake up. Oh, good. You're up. What? So, how are you? How are you feeling? You're that guy from before. It's me, yeah. Uh, listen, I don't even know where to start this conversation. Do you remember how you got here? I There was a kid, Christy. She said her mom was in the cellar, and I went with her to check because she was scared. And I ended up in this weird place, and Christy was gone. I tried looking for her, but I felt something grab me. That's the last thing I remember. Oh, well, I heard a splash and found you in knockout in the pool. So I pulled you out. Really? Oh man, thank God you saved me. I can't swim at all. So even if I could, I guess it doesn't matter if I'm out cold. Wait. How did you get in here in the first place? I left something important at the bar and went back to get it. I realized something must have happened to you, so I tried looking around. Strange stuff happened. I was told to find a chest of some kind. I found my way into the cellar, so here I am. What? You idiot! Why would you do that to yourself? You had to know this was dangerous. Look at what you have gotten itself. Look what I, Look what you have gotten yourself into. Well, that's the one who will be trying this. I could ask you the same question. Why would you follow some random kid anyway? Did you not realize something weird was going on? She couldn't have been normal. Of course I knew. Doesn't mean you had to go jumping in after me. You don't even know me. You shouldn't have. Now you're... You idiot. How am I supposed to get you out of here? Me? What about you? I've never really worried about myself. Save your judgment. I don't want to hear it. I've been a magnet for ghosts since I was a kid. There's no point avoiding them. Something always finds me eventually. I've been in a lot of strange situations before. It's scary, but I'm used to it. It's as much as part. It's as much as a part of my life as rent and taxes are. I'm not strong. I'm really not smart, but I am lucky. It's how I've managed to survive this long. Now you're here, and I don't know if I can be lucky enough for the two of us. If anything happens to you, I don't know what I do. Maybe you are lucky. I mean, what do you? When I was looking for you in the bar earlier, someone was trying to get a hold of your boss. I happened to pick up the phone, and the guy on the other end told me he was from the Xiaoye Emporium, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Xiaoye Emporium. You know them. Well, no. But while I was snooping around, I found this in the boss's safe. I see a piece of paper, the contract. Here it is again. I don't need to read this again. So, if you want, you can always recheck that. Yep. If it's full, eyes are closed. Or three keys to open it. Why are you yelling? You had it in your pocket the whole time. Yeah, I don't know why I took it. My brain was just on autopilot. It's dry. Hmm? Couldn't it be wet since you were in the pool? But this thing is bone dry. You're right. I didn't even notice. That's so weird. The Xiaoye Emporium. I've been living in Pale Moon for months, and I'd never seen or heard of it before. You seem pretty excited about that. I'm glad I stole this now. But anyway, what did the guy on the phone say? He was frustratingly vague, but he did clearly instruct me to open the chest. The same one in the basement, I'm assuming. Wouldn't that be breaking one of the rules of the contract? Guess so. He said that all would be fixed if I do. How would that fix anything? A vague plan is better than no plan at all. So don't lose just hope. Don't lose hope just yet. There's still something we can do. Triple bucks. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I yelled at you. I shouldn't have freak out on you like that. If you hadn't showed up, I would have drowned in there. So thank you. And I know I said I was used to it, but this is actually pretty new to me. Being spirited away like this, I mean, this is even freaky for. Oh, welcome to a Ghibli movie, I guess. Maybe if I was alone, I'd be less worried since it's just me. It's just me I have to worry about. But well, whatever. It's a little late for introductions, but my name is Gene, or John Lee if you want. You. My name is Wellen Levesey. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. It's nice to meet you too. Levesey? Wait, is your grandpa? William Levesey. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. It's okay. Were you a fan of his? Well, yeah. I've been a big fan since I was a teenager. Was a teenager. I read all his stuff at least once. I would think you'd be sick of horror, since you're so used to ghosts already. Nope, I love horror. I like his anthologies. I have the Fort Night's Never Ending. It's been with me through many years and multiple moves. I don't stick around in one place for too long, so I don't think it's practical to have too many stuff. I live and die by one duffel bag and a single suitcase. But I have a few books I love too much to part with. Your grandpa's book is one of them. What a crazy day though. Spirited away and then saved by the grandson of one of my favorite authors. Others never cease. I don't really get it, but I'm actually kinda happy knowing you were a fan of his. Good moment. Well, sorry, I was just thinking. We have until daybreak to find those keys. Alright. I'll be in your care then. Alright. Put on your notebook. This is yours, right? You did? Yes, that's mine. Thanks. Memories in this little thing. I would have been sad to lose it. Luckily, I have something for you too. Here, I found this while I was looking around earlier. You should hang on to it too. You should hang on to it. Got the master bedroom key. Scissors, missing page. Okay. A key with MB written on it. At least it didn't end with a T. Good. Like a simple pair of scissors. Grab the scissors. Plus, it is totally empty. You think this might be a guest room? There's a lot here. Nothing else here? Okay. Alright, we gotta save here. Okay, master bedroom. Body wash and shampoos. Still on the shelf. It doesn't look like it's been used at all. I kinda hate when shampoo or whatever it is in this fun, bright colors. Makes me think of like cocktails and it makes me want to drink them. I guess. And why don't you drink it? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. You think about what Gene said, and a vivid scene of him downing a hotel-sized tube of shampoo like a shot glass crosses your mind. You know, that would be a perfect fan art that I'll be doing the once I finish this game and after that. You don't want to think about that again. To repeat. It's a toilet. Nothing catches your eye. Alright. Weird. Swimming pool. You don't see anything of note on the pool. I'm trying to recall what I was grabbed by, but I can't remember at all. I remember the sound of splashing water and cold hands. And that's about it. Okay. Sorry, but checking always up. Lilies, huh? They're pretty flowers, but they're also mega poisonous for cats. Just a fun fact for you, in case you want. In case you have or want one. Do you? Would love to, but nope. I don't want. I don't want anything to depend on me. If I disappeared, who would take care of it? That's kind of sad. It is what it is. Alright. I think I'm just gonna save at 15 instead. Here's a familiar place. I still remember this. Door's locked. An old wall. It's too dark for you to see anything. Right, nothing else there. There's this garden. Would love to sit on this. Alright. Is there anything else here? Hold on. Something wrong. It looks like the path stretches on forever, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be some houses around. If this really was Frank's home, I don't think we're in the real version of this house. If that makes sense. We're not in We're not in Pale Moon City anymore. I don't think we should go any further. At least not until we've explored this house in its entirety. Alright, I trust your opinion. Try to play it as safely as possible. Let's go. I'm just kidding. Dang. Is there anything else here? Nope. Alright. That's not going to be a normal phone call, is it? Definitely not. Guess I should answer it anyway. Hello? Yeah, yeah, the chess. I'm still in shock about that. Can't stop thinking about the price. Like, what kind of chess costs that much? Even if it's an antique or whatever. That's way too expensive for a wooden chess. It's like another kind of callback, if you want it. Huh? Yeah, yeah. No, I have no idea either. It's just weird. There's a woman on the line, but she doesn't seem to actually hear you. You took it. Why? Alright. You sure it is still working? Alright, alright. Yeah, it is still, we're still good, okay. Triple butt? Triple butt. It is. It is petty. I don't know if I can blame you for it, though. But, huh? Oh, I don't know. I guess if I was him, I'd keep it on me at all times. Does he need all the keys to open it, or what? Oh, okay. Hmm? Oh, it's nothing. I was just... Listen, I know it's not my place to tell you this. But, like, I think you should leave. With. Leave the house, leave Frank. Take your daughter and just go. Well, that's... I know. But it's only going to get worse if you don't leave. Frank. He's too stubborn. He's too stubborn. All of you are. And I think trying to kick him out would be a lot more problematic than just leaving yourself. It sucks, because I know that house is your dream. But think about it if it's worth keeping. Think about your daughter. Sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I was guilt tripping. I'm just worried. We all are. My doors are open, Wood. Come live with me. Bring Christy. The two of you can stay as long as you want. Until you can get back at until you can get back on your own feet. Don't worry about paying me back. I don't care about that. Hire a lawyer and get out of there. You don't have to suffer through this alone. I'm here and I want to help you. Well, that's... Really? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm glad. Whenever you decide, I hope you know you have me on your side. Alright, alright. Good night, Whitney. Okay. I was right. It's Whitney. Their full name. I still remember a little bit. Me too. Talk soon, okay? Good luck getting that thing open. The line has gone silent. Weird. It was some woman. It doesn't seem like she was actually talking to me though. It's like I'm hearing one side of a conversation, if that makes sense. Oh, that actually happened to me too. When I was snooping around Frank's office, the phone started ringing and I picked it up. There was some lady. She sounded upset, to say the least. She said she would drag Frank down with her. Did you unplug the phone after that? No? Did I have? I was in that office soon, and the phone was unplugged. I think it has been for a while. Actually reconnected it, and that's when that important phone. Pretty much instantly too. Actually, hold on. His phone isn't connected either. Good eye, Willen. I don't really know what the significance is, but it's a good observation. Anyway, what was that phone call about? I only heard one side of the conversation, but it was some lady telling someone else to get a divorce. Okay. It sounds like whoever the woman I was listening to was also trying to find the keys. The other person must have asked where she thought the keys would be. The woman could say what she thinks it must be somewhere close to Frank. On his person at all times, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Interesting. It's not attached to anything. Back bookshelf, a lot of novels. So I rated magazines. How about this one? Okay, also good. So we have the master bedroom key now. Careful cooking fridge. Is there food in the fridge? What would happen? What would happen if I ate? What would happen if I ate something from here? Stop wondering. Me. Same. Okay, still the same. I still remember that. Alright. That's good. That's good to be kept. If they did it like I'm gonna like yeah, -10. I'm just kidding. Covered bench reminds you of home. Just some random stuff. That's a cute little floaty. You could have definitely used it earlier. Quiet. Random stuff, okay. Same thing. Anything else? Wine racket's full. You know, if nothing else, Frank has a good taste of wine. A good taste for wine. Has a taste for a good one. Keep basic up, sorry. Stuff we have at the bar, and especially the stuff he drinks. Drinks himself are excellent stuff. I think he has a real passion for wine. It's just too bad about the rest of him. Okay. It won't open. We need to find the three keys before we can open this. Hopefully it will send us home. We do. Or at least you. We're both going home. Surprisingly, books and magazines. Are you saying that? That looks like 3 or 5, I'm not sure. We'll find that out. We'll find a way. Full of cleaning supplies. Nothing inside. The toilet. It's locked. Computer, nothing too okay. Nothing too crazy, okay. It's one. Door's locked. This one. Weird. Where does this go? Is there another locked one? Yeah, lock the door with the master bedroom key, okay. A weird-looking jacket sits on the edge of the bed. Oh, hey, I recognize that jacket. Frank wears it all the time. I guess he thinks it makes him look tough or something. Alright. Huh? What's wrong? It's my pendulum. Pendulum? The thing you accidentally left at the bar. Yeah, my grandpa gave it to me. He used to tell me it finds strange things. Strange things. Of course, I didn't really believe it at first, but he's right. Every time I come into contact with something strange, it heats up like a lump of coal. That being said, there's something strange here. Start checking the pockets. You find the brace key. You take the Elizabeth key. Interesting. One down, two to go. It's a pretty cool device you got there. You think William Levesey had something like that? He's even cooler than I thought. The drawer is slightly ajar. You can see a bundle of paper inside. Take it, sure. You take the Rip Diary bottle. Next text. What the hell is going on with my husband? It's been a few weeks since he bought home that ridiculous chess. And he's made this odd habit of taking it to the bar every Monday before bringing it home every Saturday night. Yep. It's so bizarre. I can't even begin to imagine what he's accomplishing here. Or why he looks so smug about it. It's so childish. As usual, I've been venting about it to to Maxie, to Macy, I guess, who is just as confused as I am. Still, lately I've been feeling really guilty about that. As the older sister, I feel deeply ashamed of having to rely on her so much. Of course, I'm grateful that she cares so much about Christy and I, but I can't help but feel embarrassed. Lately she's taken to helping us with groceries. As much as I don't want to burden her financially, I am not in the position to turn her down. Alright. Also offered to take Christy out on Saturday since I had to take extra shifts this month. I think that's a wonderful idea. Hopefully the two of them will have a great time. Will have a great time. I don't need Christy to worry about our situation. She's too young to understand. Okay? Grandma's ring has gone missing. I practically tore the house down looking for it. I just couldn't. I've been told Macy or Mom. I'm too ashamed. This was a family heirloom. One I was planning on giving to Christy once she was older. Frank stole it. I know he did. Is that why he keeps smuggling the chest in and out of the house? Is that where he hid it? Did he steal anything else? I've already confronted him about it, but he brushed me off, saying I had no proof and I should get off his back since he's finally making money. The money he lost in the first place. We ended up getting into another argument. So luckily Christy was already asleep, but she didn't have to hear any of it. The sheer hatred I feel for him isn't normal. It's not hate, it's not healthy. And the scary part is, I know he feels the same way. He wants to hurt me just as much as I want to hurt him. I wish he'd just die and leave me alone already. The man I love the man I love might as well be dead already. You know, that step of him is some jackass who loves drinking and gambling more than his own family. What has he become? A gotcha addict. Just kidding. What am I becoming? Nothing. Another unknown date. Macy is right. I need to leave. It tastes bitter. Feels like defeat. And I feel good. Like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. It's the best decision I can possibly make for my daughter and myself. For Frank too. If I don't leave soon, I might actually kill him. He may not see it that way, but I don't care. This is for his safety too. I've already contacted a lawyer. I'll be serving the papers soon. With any luck, I'll be taking full custody. Sister said it's very likely I will. especially considering Frank's poor spending habits. I've explained it all to Christy. It would have been so easy if she hated him too, but she doesn't. She still loves him. Still, she understands that we have to leave and why. Now all that's left is to prepare. It breaks my heart to see her so sad. I failed her as her mother, as a mother. I've tried so hard to spare her from this pain. But in the end, it was all for nothing. But if I want my daughter to grow up in a happy and stable environment, I can't let her stay here. Living will be hard for both of us, but hopefully this will be the start of better things to come. Before I go, I might just break that ridiculous chest open, chop it into pieces, and burn it down. I've lost family heirlooms, my marriage, probably my house soon. I can deal with losing that stupid thing. Alright, nothing else. Nothing else catches your eye. Diary. The back half of someone's diary. You can feel the resentment of the one who owned it. It's a bit key. She was the oldest. Mature and responsible, she dreamed of becoming an actress. Okay. Resting? There's a picture of a little girl on the nightstand. Christy. A notepad. Why does this always happen? He scrolled on it. Barely legible. A fake plan decorates the otherwise plain bedroom. Well, plain, that is, if you ignore all the hair. Interesting. Long strands of wet hair spills out from the faucet like oil. Okay. Long strands of hair is sticking out from the sink. But question mark. It's too dark to make out, but you think you see something inside the drain. It's a key. Ding ding. Ew. The gray key. Is that one of the keys for the chest? As if it would that be easy. As if it would be that easy. I'm pretty sure it's just a regular key. Bummer. Well, as long as I don't have to touch it. Same thing. There's a bottle there. It's a toilet. Let's see the gray key. Somewhat rusty gray key. A notepad. Why does this always happen? Scroll on it. Where did I do it? Wait, I already read that. I don't know why I read it again. So we have a key. Locked? No, that's a bathroom. Alright, so we have a key. It's locked, so probably here. The door's locked. Somewhat rusty gray key. Is there anything else that is locked here? Nothing on the lamp. Nothing on the plant. Is there anything else that is locked here? The only thing that I think of locked is the shed. Was there a lock here, by the way? Let's go next here. I think I'll save here then. I may could replay the whole game again if I want to. I'm going to need to. Yeah, I left the door with the gray key. Yep. It's a cutesy pink diary. It's really damaged and practically sticking to the shelf. You can probably still make out a few pages. Read it. Yes. Dear Diary. It's my birthday today, and I went shopping with Dad while Mom is at work. My dad said I was going to have a new room soon, so we he buy so he buys me new stuff and new toys. He said mom was working hard and he was going to work hard too. After shopping, dad baked me a cake for my birthday party. It is vanilla and strawberry, my favorite. He let me help this time because I am older now. And mom came back with dinner and we had a good time. I am very happy. Mom bought me a teddy bear. Dad bought me a CD player. Auntie Macy sent me a new book. Mom says I should call her tomorrow to say thank you. Uh, Tomorrow we are going to the new house. We're not moving in yet, but mom wants me to see. I am excited. Mom says the house used to be grandma's mom's house. It is a little old, but still very pretty. Anyway, be right back. A little bit. Alright, I'm back. I just disabled the noise gate filter at least. At least at this point, I should be able to speak a little weaker. Kind of. Mom says the house used to be grandma's mom's house, so it is a little old, but still very pretty. Okay, good night, diary. I need to sleep now. I will write about the new house tomorrow. There's a drawing of the family. Ah. Okay, nothing else. Oh shit, I didn't mean to read again. Is there anything to note? Nothing. There's a few things here and there, but none of them are of any interest to you. Might be a code here. A cutesy pink toy box. It's buried under a thick layer of dust. A phone here. Sounds like it's coming from the inside of the. Sounds like it's coming from inside the box. Oh hey, it's one of these. An old toy phone sits alone in the dusty toy box. It's ringing. How is it? I guess you should answer it. Christy, what's wrong, sweetie? Triple dots. Hi. Okay. The voice at the other end of the line is a woman again, but not the same one you heard before. You hear her cuss under her breath. I'll be home as soon as I can, okay? Don't be scared. Triple dots. Triple dots. Just stay in your room for now. Keep the door locked. Don't open the door for anyone else but mommy, okay? Just hang on. I'll be there soon. Why don't you read your books while you wait? I won't be long. Alright. Okay, love you, Chrissy. I'll talk some sense into your dad. I promise. The line has gone silent. Hmm? There's a rattling sound coming from inside the toy. You pry open the toy and find a small key, splattered with paint. You take the painted key. Is that? Nope. Ah. Something at least. Let's go. Painted key. Swell key with paint splattered on. I think I'm gonna save at 16 here. Still do have a lot of like save points here. Well, it's too dark for you to see anything. Painted key. You only know one that's like for the painted key anyway. Yeah, it's this room. Unlock the door with the paint covered key. comfy looking couch with a blanket and a pillow. You suppose this is where Frank's wife spent most of her time. Okay. An old easel. Your sister has one just like it. There's an old black and white photo of a mother, father, and two children. Behind them, you recognize the house you are currently in, though it was slightly different back then. Could this be Whitney's family? Has she inherited the house? Has she inherited the house from them? A bundle of paper sits in the corner, almost hiding behind the sofa. You pick up the ripped diary top. Unknown date again. The newest gumshoe gal is finally out, and Chrissy is over the moon. I managed to save some extra cash for her, since I knew she would want this book as soon as possible. After we bought the book, we went to a little cafe and had lunch together, so that was nice. I haven't had much time to spend with her these days. What with all the extra work I had piled up. So I wanted to make this day a little extra special. She wouldn't put the book down for the rest of the day. I'm sure she'll finish reading it by tomorrow. Despite my own problems, seeing my daughter carefree and happy is like a balm on my festering wound. Okay. Alright, speaking of books, I need to remember to remind Christy to finish her book report. That girl loves reading, but writing, not so much. True. If I have time next weekend, I'll sit next to her while she writes it. Unknown date. Chrissy has finished the book. As usual, she and I sat down on the couch and she gave me the recap of what happened in this one. Most of it went over my head, but I'm glad she's having fun. She said that the Gumshoe Gang had built a secret fort in the woods, and they had a secret knock that they had to do if they wanted to be let in. Now she wants to have a secret knock too, so now if I want to come into her room, I gotta do the special. She gave me the clue, and it wasn't too hard to figure out, though I feel like I should write it down just in case I forgot the correct order. Christy might be disappointed if I forget our secret lock, girl. Pink, yellow, blue. Okay. 2, 1, 4 or 5? Okay. On date. I had to ask Macy to pick Christy from school today, because my darling husband was nowhere to be found. He wouldn't answer the phone. For a brief, beautiful moment, I imagined he was meeting up with a mistress. I imagined he would leave the house and never come back. And this imaginary mistress of his would deal with him now. But it did instead infuriated me to tears. Infuriated me with tears. To tears. After everything that happened, that we're going through, the last thing I expected was for him to show up with this wooden chest that apparently costed 14k. I guess 14k Pelmon City dollars. This stupid looking box just wiped out 14k from our bank account. I yelled at him until I lost my voice. But the bastard just brushed me off and warned me not to mess with his precious chest. This is beyond ridiculous, even for him. My husband must be the biggest sucker in the city to fall for another expensive scam. It is not a scam. It's scamming everyone. Even Christy is baffled by the whole thing. Yet Frank is walking around with stars in his eyes and this unbearably arrogant face. He claimed this will be the answer to all his problems, not our problems, just his. I wrote a long, spiteful letter to Frank, one I don't intend to actually send him. But it was therapeutic, spinning all the bitter and resentful thoughts I have into words. I threw the letter away almost immediately though. I don't know why, but I'm worried Christy will somehow get her hands on it. Despite everything, I don't want my daughter to feel like she needs to take sides. I've been paranoid about the decision I make lately. Worried about what my daughter would think or how she really feels about me. She's still young, she doesn't understand what's going on. I don't expect her to know why I have to be gone so often. Or why her dad and I don't talk much anymore. I can only hope she loves me regardless. In that way, I'm kind of jealous of Frank. If he's fine with doing all this ridiculous bullshit, he's clearly not worried about what Chrissy thinks of him. Interesting. Okay, I forgot this is not WASD. I just wish most RPG Maker MB already has like WASD control. So yeah. Anything else? A small face with a little inside. Perhaps from Christie's garden. It's plastic. Like someone's soul. Pink, yellow, blue. The door is locked. This is a little silly, but remember that diary we just picked up? Maybe you should try knocking. So I'm taking the blue. It has 4. Knock, pink, yellow, blue. So pink has 2. 1 and 4. You hear the sound of the doorknob turning. The door is open. Wow. Well, there are some doodles on the floor. Two adorable plushies sit on top of them like a pair of cards. Is that a crocodile and a squid? I think it's a dragon and a jellyfish. And a jellyfish. That's going to be the most argument right here. It's going to be the step ladder versus ladder thing. Just kidding. The comfy looking bed with a cute quilted blanket. You could also say the black and blue and the white versus white and gold. The comfy looking bed with a cute quilted blanket. There's an open book on the nightstand. It's a diary, read it. Sure. Dear diary. I used to hate going I used to hate to going to I used to hate going to school, but now I just want to stay there for as long as possible so I don't have to go home. I would be very happy if the school would let me sleep in the library. They don't even have to give me a bed. The floor is fine. Let me read and not have to worry about what my parents are doing. Sometimes I'm left home alone. I don't know if that's better or worse. On one hand, I don't have to worry about mom and dad. When they're around, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. On the other hand, I'm kinda lonely and scared. I try to just stay in my room with the doors locked. Oh, and I finished reading the suitcase kid today. I like it, but it made me sad. Will I be a suitcase kid one day too? Dear diary. Mom and dad were arguing again last night. I don't think they realize how loud they are. Mom acts like everything is fine, and it's driving me crazy. Why won't she just admit she's unhappy? Mom, Dad, even Auntie Macy are acting like nothing's wrong. I have to act like that too, even though it's really weird. I feel like I'm living in a dream, waiting for someone to come wake me up. Oh, and the reason they were arguing was because Dad bought home this weird chess. It looks like a toy box, but Dad said I should never ever touch it. I don't really understand why he bought it, but I'm sad that it caused another argument. I just wish that things would go back to normal again, but they never do. Dear Diary, I finished reading Sleepovers. It was a short book, but I still like it. All the girls had such fun birthday parties. I'm jealous. I like the scene where Daisy's mom makes her a daisy-shaped birthday cake. That sounds so cute. I miss when Dad used to make cakes. He does seem a little happier after getting that weird box. He keeps telling me everything is going to be fine soon, and not to listen to Mom. He says that when we get enough money, we can go to France. That sounds nice. And I don't really need it. I don't really need anything that fancy. Can we just go to the park again? Dear Diary, it's been a bad week. I can tell my mom is getting sadder and sadder, but she won't open up to me. I try to show her that I can be dependable. She can rely on me. She still won't tell me what's wrong. I wish she would just be honest. I wish something would finally change. That's being weird too. He takes the box to work with him and then brings it back on Saturday at night. Maybe he loves it more than he loves me. Sure seems like it. Dear Diary, Mom says she and Dad are going to get a divorce. I'm surprised. Not that Mom would want to divorce, but the fact she finally decided to admit something is wrong. Mom and I both cried for a while. I'm sad because I don't want to leave Dad. I don't want him to be all alone. But I'm relieved too. I wanted to tell Mom how I feel. Mom was trying so hard to pretend like everything was okay. And it made me feel like I wasn't allowed to talk about how I was feeling. It's not okay. It has been in a long, long time. I didn't tell her. Not yet, anyway. I think Mom was already feeling pretty bad. I didn't want her to feel worse. For now, I'm just happy to see her being honest for once. She won't have to pretend anymore, and neither do I. Finally, feel like someone is shaking. Feel like someone is shaking me away. I'm not stuck in a weird dream anymore. I'm not stuck in a weird dream anymore. Dear Diary, Mom still hasn't come back. Dad says she never will. That she left us both behind. I'm scared. Dad is lying, but I don't know why. Mom would never leave me. Not like this. So why would he say that she did? Aunt, Aunt Macy keeps coming by to check on me. I'm glad, but she also argues with Dad a lot. Always arguing, or always yelling, always noisy. I'm dreaming again. It's a nightmare this time. Dear Diary, I'm scared. Did Dad do something to Mom? I'm so scared. Mom, please, come home. You must hurry. Okay. You can't say your dolls. You haven't been able to sleep. Your bulldogs. It was your birthday present from back when things were still good. It's pitch black outside. You can see a thing. Triple dots. Triple dots. Okay. You like arts and crafts. You like being creative. You used to love watching your mom paint. Alright. Anything else? Alright. Let's go. There's no time. There's no time. You don't have time to be messing with this. You can't run. It's quiet in there. It's quiet in there. You hope your dad is asleep. It's been a while since you've eaten anything. Well, that's... No one has used this in a while. Empty. Fortunately, it's still raining. Mom painted this. Okay. Mom painted this. You shouldn't waste any more time. Dad got the phone. Swimming for kids, a beginner's guide to stitches. Alright. I have to check everything. Yeah, let's go in. The sink smells bad. Triple dots. Dear diary. Now won't let me go to school. He says I should stay home, and it's dangerous to leave. That box, it's cursed. Mommy's right. Nothing good has happened since that dad brought that stupid thing home. Dad cares more about that chest than me or mom. I hate it. I hate him. I took one of the keys. Dad was mad, but he didn't know it was me. I'm scared. If he knew it was me, would he hurt me? Will I disappear too? Where will I go? I can't stand it anymore. I need to know the truth, as scary as it is. If I open the chest, what will I see? We have to break it open. I will. Christy. Huh? Christy. Christy, honey. No, no, no. God, please no. Why does this keep happening? I didn't mean to. It was never meant to go this far. Christy, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. I didn't run away. I was looking for something. Anything that could help you. I didn't leave you. I love you. I promise. But when I came back, you were gone. I can't imagine how scared she must have been. I'm almost certain that Frank killed his wife. Did he kill his daughter too? I don't know, but I suppose that's likely. The most wicked thing anyone could do is hurt a child. Even more so if that child is their own. But it's a wicked world we live in, isn't it? Let's keep going, Wylan. Yeah, we should. Alright, and we'll save it a painting. Somewhat old CD player. The paint is worn and chipped along the edges. You can tell it's been used a lot over the years. Nothing but respect for your fellow CD enthusiasts. A bookshelf full of children's books seems full of children's books. Tim Christie has a love for stories about detectives and ponies. Alright, interesting. Among the neatly packed books, one of them is sticking out just a bit. Gumshoe Gal, Diamond in Distress. Interesting. There's a piece of paper between the pages. Summer Book Report, Gumshoe Gal, Diamond in Distress. Christina Diedrich. Gumshoe Gal, Diamond in Distress is the 8th book in the Gumshoe Gal series, written by Enid Stilton. The story follows Janice Crawford as she investigates the case of a pink diamond that had gone missing during a fashion show. As it turns out, the diamond was stolen by a rival fashion designer. Janice Crawford is my favorite character in this book, and the series as a whole. Despite her young age, she is very reliable and is able to save the day through her wits alone. Moreover, she is very kind and is always ready to help those who need it. One notable scene in this book is when Janice comes up with the idea to hide the diamond in her teddy bear, so she can sneak the real diamond out of the building without being caught. Interesting. This scene does a good job of showing how smart and resourceful Janice is, even under pressure. I think this is a that this is that I think that that is a good example for everyone for example for children to follow. As problem solving is an important skill that everyone must know. Kinda like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Problem solving card decks. In conclusion, Gumshoe Diamond in Distress is another wonderful entry in the series. It encourages children to be proactive and curious, as well as showing the consequences of greed and stealing. I activate Pot of Greed. I hope I can be as smart and reliable as Jenny's one day. You take Christie's book report. Wow, you're just taking everything, huh? Just in case. Alright, detective. 1. Alright. So there might be something here. Cute teddy bear. Yep. Ah. What's wrong? Did you find another key? I think so. You pick up the teddy bear. There's an awkwardly done stitch along the back of it. Looks like someone tried to stitch it back up. Use the scissors. Sure. You cut out the threads. Hidden inside all the cotton is another key. We found the Victor key. Great, we found the key. Triple what? What's with that face? I just had a thought. The guy on the phone said we had until daybreak. But I haven't seen time move at all. I don't know how long we've spent here or how long we have left. Well, now I'm worried too. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. I should be the one apologizing. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't even be here right now. I chose to be here. What's done is done. No point in arguing about it now. I guess so. Well then, let's keep going. So let's check a little bit. Where is it? Chrissy's book report. Chrissy's summer book report. It's about a book called Gumshoe Gal. Diamond in Distress. Where is it? Victor Key. He was the second, energetic and mischievous. He had an unending curiosity about the world around him. Alright. I could just replay it again, please. I feel kinda bad just leaving it torn open like that. If I knew where they keep their sewing kit, I might be able to fix it. I doubt we have time for that. Yeah, you're probably right. Then again, considering this might not be the real version of this house, that teddy bear might not be real either. A few arts and crafts project, Chrissy keeps her desk very neat. So you can see a thing, so we're only missing one. So what do we have now? What else have we not checked? Hey. What's wrong? We pretty much explored the whole house, huh? And we're still one key short. We might have missed something. Even with your pendulum, it's going to take a long time to search for a tiny key in this big house. I was kinda hoping that phone was going to start ringing again. Frank's jacket, Christie's room. Each call kinda pointed us towards a specific direction. If we can just get a third goal, maybe we can narrow it down. Hey, didn't you say you got a phone call? Yeah, you're right. Let me think. She didn't mention a specific place though. What did she date? What did she say? Down here where you left me. I think she said something like that. I remember hearing the sound of hearing the sound of splashing water too. The pool maybe, but the water is so clear. I feel like we'd have already seen it if that is where it is. I think she also mentioned it being dark, cold and dark, something like that. The cellar. Okay, well that's. Hey, remember when we were going to the shed? Yep, there's a well. Wasn't there a well there? Oh yeah, I think you're onto something. Let's head there then. All right. There's something else here. Anything else? No. All right. Here it is. Well, there it is. It's a well. Right. I guess now we need to figure out how to get the key out of the well. If it's even there, if it's even in there at all. No problemo. Very big problemo. Just send me down there. Seems like that rope is strong enough for me to hold on to. What? Are you crazy? Do you see any other option? You look kinda tough. I'm sure you can pull me back up. That's not the biggest issue here. If the rope breaks, then we can't afford time to waste time arguing. I'm the one who got you into this mess. I want to see you make it out of here. Besides, I'm lucky, remember? I think I'll be fine. Fine, you're right. We don't have time to waste. Alright, get ready. I'll lower you down. Ready when you are. Jean, you're right. It's crazy dark in here. I think, yeah, this is the bottom. Water's not deep at all, thankfully. Like below my knees. I don't think there's a body down here. If you're curious. Triple nuts. Alright. Nobody, but there is a key. Is there a key? I found it. I found it. You did. Maybe. It's key shaped. Pull me up. Alright. Hold on to the rope. That was gross. I guess I'm lucky it was so dark. I do not want to know how filthy the water down there was. Are you alright? Jeez, you're such a warrior. Yes, I'm fine. More importantly, here, special delivery. This is it, the last key. You found the two key. Not just kidding. You found the Margot key. Great. Come on, let's go open that chest and put an end to this nightmare. I hope this works. Margot key. She was the youngest, timid yet kind. Her two favorite things were her family and books. Alright. Time to save. Leaving so soon. You've returned at last. I knew you'd come looking for this key. Even now, you can't let go of your greed. I've been so lonely waiting for you. Whitney. We're not him. We're not the guy you're looking for. Dumbass, she's not going to listen to you. Run. I won't. What? Where? There's no time, just keep running. There we go. I finally caught you. And let's never separate again. Okay. I just want to see. I just. There we go. The path seemed to stretch on forever, as the two of you kept running. Until eventually you see the house once again. Seems like we lost her for now. Ah, Jesus Christ. Hey, you okay? My heart is racing so hard, I feel like I'm dying. You seem awfully calm though. Well, I guess you've gone through these kind of things already, huh? Every now and again. Not all ghosts are hostile though. Hostile, but the ones that are, well, once they get like that, reasoning with them is pretty much impossible, so don't bother. I always just run. Ah, you said you've been dealing with this since you were a kid, right? I'm sorry you had to go through all that. I can't imagine dealing with these kind of things alone. Huh, what is it? Now that I think about it, you're the first person I ever told that to. No one's ever said that to me before. Really, just me. Who would I tell? I don't know. Your parents. Did you ever tell them? People nuts. If you're feeling better, we should keep moving. Right. You'd rather not go back. I'll let you do the honors. Alright. You unlock the chest with all three keys. Darkness swallows you whole once more. You can't move, can't speak, can't shout. Long hair falls over your shoulder. A cold hand holds your own. At last, you return my children to me. In exchange, I shall return this little one to you. It is time now. Leave this dark place and return to the world of living. We're back. We're back. Well then, you did it. Thank God. I'm so exhausted. The sun hasn't risen yet, so I guess we made it back on time. I feel like I was stuck there for way longer though. Well, we're out of there now. That's the most important part. There's still something we need to check, right? Yeah. Let's get this thing open. Question mark, exclamation point. Jajan, she's still alive. The young girl was found locked inside a chest. The young girl was found locked inside a chest, bleeding from the head and unconscious. Miraculously, she was still alive and was rushed to hospital, where she is currently receiving treatment. The shocking discovery led to the police in the home of Frank Diedrich, a 42-year-old Palemont City local who owned the bar where the child was found in. A search of his home led to the discovery of two bodies, including that of Frank's wife, Whitney Carpenter, and 27-year-old Eddie Morton, an employee of Frank who had gone missing a few months prior. Both Whitney Carpenter and Eddie Morton were found inside an old well in the family property. When questioned, Frank admitted to the murder of his wife, but denied any involvement with the death of Eddie Morton. The sister of Whitney Carpenter had told the media that she is devastated by the discovery and calls attention to the what she believes to be incompetent work by the police. According to her, she had reported her sister missing as soon as she stopped answering her calls, but the police insisted that nothing was wrong. The same thing happened when Frank had prevented her from seeing her niece, to which the police told her that, as the girl's father, he had more rights than she does and is allowed to keep her from seeing her niece. The family of Eddie Morton have voiced a similar dissatisfaction with police efforts, but they have also stated that they are just glad to finally have closure and hope that justice will catch up to Frank Diedrich and he'll be frankly dying. Again, the second time. The police urge the public to focus on the bright side. The girl has since regained consciousness and has stated that she doesn't remember when or how she ended up in that box, nor what caused her injury. Though she's sure that Frank was indeed responsible. It is unknown how long the girl had been trapped inside that chest. One can only shudder at the thought of being trapped in that dark, cramped space for even a minute. The unusual looking chest was taken in by police as evidence, though they have since admitted that it is no longer in their custody. They have declined to provide any further explanation on this box's disappearance or current whereabouts. Yep, it is certainly an artifact. It didn't take long for the cops to show up and take Christie away. When asked, Gene told them he had suspected that Frank had been stealing belongings from his employee and hiding them in the cellar. He supposed that's not really a lie. But Gene somehow told a complete story without ever letting it slip that something strange had been going on. When the two of you were finally allowed to go back home, you asked Gene if he wanted to sleep at your place for the night. It was closer after all, and the two of you were pretty exhausted. And they become gay together forever. No, just kidding. But I would love to. But to your surprise, he said yes. While most of the stuff you pick up from that dark place had vanished the moment you returned to the real world. The contract remained, sort of. The paper had gone completely black, as if it had been dipped in ink. I see. As if like it is burned. The contract has been shut down. Jin was disappointed. Apparently, he had intended to add it to his diary as a memento. In the end, he decided to give it, though you're not really sure why or what for. Possibly, it just seemed odd to throw it away. All right. Speaking of Gene, After he left your home, you didn't see or hear from him for a few days. You did give him your number. You did give him your number, but he didn't give you his. So you couldn't contact him. Not that you know, not that you know what to say. A few days pass and you lose hope of ever hearing from him again. That is until a full week later when he finally sends you a message. Hello, Alan. Come take a seat. Nice place, right? It's pretty small, but I think it's cozy. Hardy's got some good books over there if you're interested. That's alright. I'm actually not that much of a reader, honestly. So I don't think I remember this part. This is new. Are we the only ones here? Yeah, I think it is. Wait, do I remember them on like some kind of park before or something? I'm unsure. Yeah, I already stepped out a while ago. Again, I will check the my former playthrough of this one. I already stepped out a while ago. The game jam version. Apparently for a smoke, but if that's true, he must have been trying to smoke the whole box because it's been like 2 hours. He's smoking like he hardly just shoving every single cigarette under her mouth. It's just like, yeah, man, awesome. What? He just left the cafe unattended. He does that sometimes. This little business venture of his is just for funsies, so he comes and goes when he feels like it. If you look up Cafe Soleil 9, you see that it has 3.4 stars. Great coffee, inconsistent operating hours. And also the owner is just a little... That's pretty weird. He says he usually locks up if he decides to leave. But if I'm in here, he just leaves me to deal with it. Guess I'm special to him. I've been meaning to read some new books anyway, so I guess I don't really mind much. Triple nuts. I can make you some coffee if you want. Maybe next time. Sorry, who is this Hardy guy? Friend of yours? Well, I mean, kinda. Kinda. Anyway, enough about Hardy. I want to talk about you instead. I know it's only been like a week or whatever, but it feels like forever ago since I last saw you. I know what you mean. The dark place seems so far away now. But then I actually look at the date, and now I'm reminded of how recent it actually was. What have you been up to? Nothing really, just trying to get the house in order. I don't really have anywhere to go, and I don't start my new job until next week. What about you? Doing okay? As okay as I can be. It's been like a hectic, I guess. As you can probably imagine, everyone at Blackout lost their jobs, including me. So I'm back to being unemployed. Well. I have enough save up that I can probably survive a month or two until I find something new. So that would mean dipping into my moving fund. So I'm not getting out of Pale Moon anytime soon. Huh? You were thinking about moving? Not necessarily. Skipping town is never a big decision for me. I just get up and go whenever I feel like it. Provided I have the money for it, of course. And right now I don't. So whether I like it or not, I'm staying in Pale Moon for the time being. Luckily though, I happen to like Pale Moon, so I don't really mind sticking around for a while. And probably getting chased by ghosts. Especially now that you're here. So, now that you now that you had time to marinate on it. How do you say about your first strange encounter? Stress, I guess. Dizzy. I'm still in shock that such a thing happened at all. My grandpa used to tell my siblings and I about his grand adventures dealing with the strange. Of course, as we grew a little older, we stopped believing in his stories, but we still like listening to them. He was a captivating storyteller, though. Since you're a fan of his writing, I'm sure you already knew that. I went on a bit of a tangent. I went on a bit of a tangent there, but yeah, I'm still kind of reeling from the whole experience. Is that so? Fair enough. I thought it was a fascinating experience. That's one way to describe it, I guess. How not to imply I wasn't scared at the time, of course. I was terrified. I just recovered faster. You know, I've been thinking about you all week, Wylan. You were? Of course. You're pretty good. You're pretty cool, you know that? Well, I don't know about that. No need to be so humble. Despite it being your first time dealing with the strange, you stayed remarkably calm. Remarkably calm. I'll take your word for it, I guess. Since the way I remember it, I was panicking the whole time. You see, I thought you were the calm one. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have known what to do. I didn't know about the keys. I'd have been stuck in that dark place, and Whitney would have finished me off. More importantly, though, Chrissy would still be in that chest. If he hadn't come along, who knows what would happen to her? What happened to Whitney and Eddie was undeniably tragic, and I hope Frank rots in jail for the rest of his life. But I'm relieved that Chrissy is still alive. I thought for sure she was a ghost, but I've never been happier to be wrong. I heard she doesn't remember much. I hope that's true. I hope she doesn't remember her time as an astral projection. Even so, she knows that her mother was murdered by her own father. That's something that will haunt her for the rest of her life. But I hope she can find a way to make peace with it. I hope she grows up as happy as and healthy as can be. I hope she has a nice normal life. I hope she can wear makeup. I hope she has fun with it. Yeah, I do too. It's an awful thing to go through, especially as a kid. Triple nuts. I used to get this immense guilt whenever I saw a ghost. Whenever I saw a ghost. Ghost. I keep fucking popping up something right now. Well, it's 1 a.m. What can I say? As scary as they can often be, most of the time they're just stand. I guess true. And there's nothing I can ever do for them. Rationally, I know that's not really my fault, nor is it something that I can really help. But knowing a thought is irrational doesn't make it disappear. As I grow older, though, I've gotten better at distancing myself from that guilt. I didn't. Well, I guess I. Well, I guess I. Triple dots. Sorry, I'm rambling. What I was trying to say is, it's nice that, for once, a difference was made. Not by me, of course. You did most of the work there. But still, it's nice that Christie was saved, and Whitney's murderer was caught. Right. At the very least, Christie is safe with her family, and Frank will hopefully pay for his crimes. He's gonna die rich from jail time. Although, did you hear about what happened to the box? They lost it. Oh well, not our problem anymore. Probably, hopefully. You know, I still need to find a way to make it up to you. It's nowhere near enough to repay you for saving me and Christy. But for now, why don't I show you around the city? You're just gonna leave the cafe before the owner comes back. I'll lock up. Harley should be grateful I even bothered. Come on, I'll buy you lunch and show you some cool spots. Here's a very cool ghost spot where you can actually spot ghosts and get chased by it. Maybe we'll find something strange along the way, right? Ha, alright. I guess it's better than just sitting around the house doing nothing. Let's go then. I'll let you lead the way this time. Kiss. Strange things are happening in Pelmont City. My life goes on regardless. Triple dots. Christy, are you ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Alright. Bye, Mom. Thank you for playing. Okay. And Pale Moon City. Okay, there you go. Monty Horror, Caterpillar, Art, Turtle Box. Okay, yep, core. We don't need to read that. Say plus 7324 equals question mark. Okay, 1701. That would be. Thanks for playing. You will in. 7324, right? Hey, hey. You're still busy. No, not anymore. I'm done updating the report. Cute cat. I see. You look pleased. I think this might be from another game. Do I? Well, maybe not. Maybe not look, but I know you well enough to know but but I know you well enough to know that you are. Hmm. I can't stand customers like Mr. Diedrich. Leaving Cordelia's chest in such a dirty environment for so long. Despicable. I'm happy to have her back. I don't care what people do, so long as my curious are taken care of. Yet so many people can't even do that. Never mind me though. How is Cordelia? Has she gone back to being dormant? Yes, she has. You did a great job at restoring the chest to its original condition, by the way. Cordelia said to thank you. Is that so? I'm glad. Triple dots. Something on your mind. It's nothing important. I'm just surprised, is all. Cordelia has had stolen that girl. I didn't think she was capable of stealing things. Capable of stealing living things. Well, maybe she just never felt the need to. Until now. She's still a mother at heart, after all. Interesting. I suppose that's true. I wonder if protecting that girl gave her some catharsis. If she's able to forgive herself now, just a little bit, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Do you think we should send that man on the phone a thank you card? I'm sure I can snoop around and find out who he was. Had he not voided the contract, who knows how long Mr. Diedrich would have kept Cordelia. If you want to do it, you're welcome to. I can't be bothered. I assume he managed to find his friend. That should be good enough for him. That should be good enough for him. Still, you must have been an interesting person if you managed to survive on the other side and bring back the keys. Aren't you curious? Not a bit. That's an interesting hairstyle. They look hot though. The outside world doesn't interest me. My only concern is the Emporium. Alright, I finally figured it out. I went overboard. But because of like how it is worded, I thought you add the safe code to the fucking number. No, you just use the safe, like the plus, just the other added, and just use it as is. Well, it will still say like, no, that's not it. We will still be able to proceed. I thought there would be like some interesting message, and unfortunately there isn't. So yeah, that's not it. But you'll proceed to the other part. Hello, welcome to the dev room. Thanks for playing my game. I say I never expected to remake this game. I had been trying for months to come up with a second story for Mylan and Jean to be involved in, but nothing really stuck with me. So in the end, I decided to start again from the beginning. A little better this time. Yeah, pretty good. The original was made in a hurry. For the swap game jam I was participating in. Not having a deadline has its ups and downs. True, I mean that's the point of a game jam, unfortunately. How fast can you make a game? A quality game, in fact. So yeah. On one hand, I could take my time and really polish it. But it also means no one is keeping me from constantly motivated. So this took a lot longer than I would have liked. Still, I hope you enjoy. Have a little look around. Alright, so here we are. Jian Li. A haunted man. I'm lucky enough to get involved with the strange, but just lucky enough to make it out every time. Originally from Malaysia, his family moved to America when he was a teenager for his father's job. An unpleasant home life led to him leaving his home and family as soon as he finished high school. And Jen has spent the past couple of years moving city to city. Sometimes he would stay a few months, sometimes up to a year, before he finally landed to his current home. before he finally landed in his current home, Pelman City. He's a lover of all things horror, whether it be movies, shows, and especially literature. It might seem odd considering his circumstances, but he finds something comforting about engaging with fictional horror. The fear is real, but the danger is not. Throughout his many moves, Jen has made acquaintances with a lot of people, but never got particularly close to anyone. He can disappear at any time, he reasons, so there's no point. It would just make saying goodbye more painful. If he even gets Lee, just to say goodbye alone. It's a lonely life. But he's used to lonely. Relatable. Wylan Rivera Levase, a normal guy stepping into a strange world. Wylan's grandpa is a legend in the horror scene, particularly in Pelman City, where he had lived for most of his life. Despite their differences, Wyland had always been particularly close to his grandfather, and took his death especially hard. This, combined with the falling out he had with his fiancée, led him to move to Pelman City for a fresh start. Wyland has never really believed in the strange, even though his grandpa was obsessed with it. And after coming into ownership of his grandpa's price pendulum, it doesn't take long for him to realize that grandpa might have been onto something after all. He works an IT-related job and knows his way around computers, though he's not actually interested in computers or technology outside of work hours. He likes having a he likes having a stable 9 to 5 with benefits, that's all. His biggest passion is actually music. He loves classic rock, collects CDs and vinyls, and has been playing guitar since he was in middle school. He's got a great singing voice too. Then, Christy Diedrich. Before it all fell apart, Chrissy was just another kid. Didn't like school, but loved seeing her friends there. Her favorite color is pink. Her favorite subject is art. And she wants to be a fashion designer, who is also secretly a detective when she grows. Okay. When she grows, Chrissy has always been rather mindful, often putting the needs of others before her own. This is especially true in regards to her parents, whom she adores, well, initially for Frank. She treasured her good relationship with both of them and goes out of her way to be helpful and not cause a fuss. So despite noticing the cracks in her family life, she felt she had no choice but to pretend like it isn't falling apart. Since everyone else is pretending to. Chrissy is a lot more perceptive than either of her parents give her credit for, but she is still a child and is helpless in this situation. Though she is finally free and awake again, her life will never be the same. May not be a happy ending, but it's a bittersweet one. After leaving the hospital, she and her aunt Maxie has decided to move away from PNC. Christy, or PMC, I guess, where Christy can live a normal life again. Good for her. Her memories of the event are fuzzy, probably for the best. Though she still has the lipstick Jian gave her. Nice. By Yuel, the workman responsible for maintaining the Xiaoyu Emporium. A cold and uncaring salesman. He cares more about the curios he sells than the people who buy it. Curios are strange objects that possess fantastical abilities, and it's Yuelin's job to sell them to whoever has a deep enough desire to need one. No one accidentally stumbles into the store. They will find it. They will find their way if they want something bad enough. Yuelin doesn't really care about what the curious are used for, as long as they are treatable. See, while he can technically leave the Emporium, he does actually do so. The outside world has become almost boring to him. Socializing is not really his thing anyway. Relatable. I am him. He does, however, have a friendly relationship with the haunted curious, treating them with respect and empathy that he doesn't give to anyone else, other than his cat, of course. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot we said WASD. By Xiaohei. Hey hey. The Xiaoye Emperor is resident here. Because all good stores have a cat. Just chilling in them. Unlike most store cats though, Xiaohei has a deeper role to play than being cute and boosting morale. So he does that too, of course. He has been with the Emporium for many moons now, essentially acting as both the manager and caretaker of the rotating workers. Despite his long tenure, he's not actually that loyal to the Emporium itself. His main concern has and always will be in the well-being of the moons, all of whom he feels responsible for. Right? Notes of the Palemon City, the story, not the city. Palemon City is a combination of several of my favorite genres themes but having I love horror anthologies and episodic horror. Palemon City is my attempt at that, wherein Jian and Wylan will encounter different horrors every episode. I may be putting the cart before the horse here, but I really do hope I can find the motivation to keep making games for Jian and Wylan, because I love them and I want to show them off. The existence of the Xiaoye Emporium is inspired by Pet Shop of Horrors, one of the main inspirations for Palemon City as a whole. The Kurosagi Corpse Delivery Service is also a big inspiration. Interesting. I think I might have heard that game before. I'm unsure. Most obviously in media, I guess. I'm not sure what type it is. Is it a game or media or anime? Either of those. Most obviously in Violence, Dowsing being inspired by Yamata's own abilities in that series. Okay, might be anime. Finally, Urabaito is another major inspiration, especially in regards to Wylan and Jan's relationship. I'm a big fan of stories where two characters who really like each other, or will really like each other in this case, go through the horrors together. PMC is as much a story about the strange things that happen in one particular city as it is about Jen and Rylan's lives and relationship. Also, as someone who grew up with RPG Maker horror games, I just really wanted to make them myself. It should be noted that I am a horror-loving cow, so how scary any of this actually are is probably pretty yeah. Hopefully, I'll be more comfortable with scarier things in the future. Good luck. That's on Jian and Wyman. Jian started life as a JoJo OC. I could see that from the style alone. Like, yeah. Which is why he wears makeup in the first place. His original design was inspired by the club kid scene and was significantly flashier, which I ended up toning down for PMC's more mundane setting, so now he's more of a casual goth. While on the other hand, was created for PMC with his entire personality and design, made to contrast Jeans. The earliest version of Violet had him as a private detective who already had experience with the strange. Before I decided it would be a better contrast if he knew less than Jean, but it's also the more careful of the two. Also, if you play the original, you may be wondering, hey, why did you change Jean's name from Jian? Well, it's because it turned out that Jian was pronounced like John. I thought it was pronounced like Jean, like apple bottom jeans, but I was wrong. I, I didn't know. I don't speak French, and I barely speak English. Understandable. I had to decide between keeping the fancier spelling or how I wanted it to be pronounced, so I chose the latter. That's like Christie. In the original version, Christie was a very late addition. As in, the game was already a third of the way before I even thought to include her, and as a result, she was all over the place. One of my regrets in the original was how her personality, yeah, went from kinda bratty to sad and mournful in the ending. I should have committed to making her more sinister or sympathetic one of the two. In this version, I went with the latter, being a girl who was way in over her head. Interesting. Notes on Whitney and Frank. A well-intentioned mother who makes mistake regard. A well-intentioned mother who makes mistake regardless. Whitney has been promoted to be the main threat up in this game, but she was actually meant to be that in the original as well. Yeah, it felt missing, but due to the time constraints, understandable. I ended up giving her role to Christine instead because I already had a sprite sheet of her from a scrap project. While it may seem unbelievable given how they act in present, Whitney and Frank did in fact like each other at some point. They are both big dreamers, with Frank always wanting to start a bar, while Whitney always wanted to live in her great grandparents' home. Unfortunately, Frank made a costly mistake, which ended up losing him a lot of money. But instead of maturing from that, he panicked and kept trying to earn back the money as fast as possible, which only which only led him to losing more. As his finances tanked, he became a worse and worse person, which eventually culminated in Whitney's death. I let you decide if Whitney's death was an accident, but hiding her body was deliberate. I'll also let you decide if he was being honest in what he said to Christine. As it goes, with this hated hatred of Frank had twisted her so much that she just carelessly attacking everyone. Even if she had gotten the real Frank, even if she had gotten the real Frank, it wouldn't matter as she won't remember and just keep attacking anyone she can get her hands on. I'll be merciful and say that, since Frank has been apprehended in the real world and Chrissy is again, she's able to let go of her grudge and move on. I guess I could save this now on 20. I turned the title screen, yeah. So that's it for Last Call remake for real this time. Overall, pretty great game, man. Again, we reached like the safe room as well. It took me a while because you know, I thought it would be like safe plus 7324, so I thought it would be 9025. But no, you just have to input the other addend. And I don't know why. It made it confusing, so why not just safe equals 7324 like equals question mark instead or something else. Because if you add plus, then you will assume like, oh, you have to add the previous number. That would be 9025 then. You know, that would be funny because considering of how like from what we learned on to Wyland's bio, was it Wyland? He likes to work 9 to 5, which will be much more funnier if that was the code. Because it will be 9025, but yeah. Overall, this remake is pretty much better, and has like at least like a horror bit, but I'm not gonna say the improvement was like not quite a lot, but it's still good. I enjoyed it till the end. The new CGs are also pretty nice, I would still say, and the new sprites of the characters as well. I guess the bar now is no longer big. I think it would have been better if it will be like the kitchen again for like the secret door or something again. Because the safe, well, it got weird because it doesn't really say any special message or something, or it does maybe at least just skip right to it. It's just it will still say that's not it, and I thought it will not work, but like, yeah. Anyway, that's it for like Pascal remake. Again, good job. I hope to see more of your adventures. I hope the next adventure will be even better or things. Even if the whole series might have some slight downfalls in there, as long as it's a solid series, I would play it. I would still probably enjoy it, hopefully. And I hope you do well making the series. So I anyway, that's it for Last Call remake. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you into another game, guys. And now for real this time. Bye bye, and may stars guide you for real. There.